We've all heard that breakfast is the most important meal. Certified nutritionist Dina Thompson joining us now in the kitchen. And Dina, yes, a different Dina.
Yes.
Welcome. And you're showing us how to make a really good breakfast. And I'll tell you, I'm guilty of not doing breakfast in the morning.
I know.
I should not be telling a nutritionist this, huh?
Well, you get up really early, so I understand, but everybody eats breakfast because breakfast is just the first meal of the day, right? So no matter when you eat it, you really want to make sure that you're optimizing for a few things at your breakfast. It has the most influence on how you feel during the day.
Well, I was going to ask you, what exactly are the benefits? Because we've heard so many things of what if you don't eat breakfast, and so kind of your day tanks a little bit, right? But it's really great for energy, right? And
exactly.
What else?
Yes, so you need breakfast to kind of kickstart your metabolism for the day. Eating the right kind of breakfast will help keep your blood sugar stable, which is super important for your energy, for sugar cravings, like keeping them at bay, and for just feeling really good and energized. Your mood, your productivity, all of that can be better with a better breakfast.
And you're speaking a lot to people who are suffering from diabetes when they have to maintain their blood sugar levels, right?
Right, but blood sugar is important for everybody.
For everybody as well. So you say maybe cottage cheese, which is making a huge comeback.
Yes.
Why cottage cheese?
Cottage cheese is really high in protein, and that's the first thing that you want to make sure that your breakfast has. Every breakfast needs to have enough protein, and our typical breakfast foods are really lacking in protein. So protein gives us that sustained energy. It keeps us going for a long time. It really kickstarts your metabolism so that you're burning fat throughout the day, and it's just really, really sustaining
Throughout the day. And again, it sets the stage for how you're eating for the rest of the day.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's start with a bowl, which I think is great if you were kind of on the go, but also busy, right? Everything is just in one location and you're just eating all the goodness.
Yes, so this is a protein-packed breakfast that will keep you going, and it only takes like 3 minutes to put together, really. So it's just a half a cup of cottage cheese, and the cottage cheese gives you a lot of that protein, but it's also a nice texture in the bowl.
And how much protein is that serving?
So a half a cup of cottage cheese has like 13 grams of protein.
13 grams, okay.
13 or 14. And then this is just a Greek yogurt. The yogurt will add some creaminess, and so you get the creamy and then you get some of the chew with the texture of the cottage cheese.
And you would suggest, you know, to not have it sugared, no flavored?
Right.
Yogurt?
So at home, I typically use just plain Greek yogurt. But if you're not familiar with that kind of tangy tartness, or you need a little bit more sweetness, you could use like a vanilla or a flavored yogurt. You just want to check the label and check for the sugar, because we really don't want a lot of sugar at breakfast. Okay, so then the second part of the breakfast, so protein is the first one, fiber is the second one. And fiber really gives you that long-lasting energy because it slows down digestion. So it makes it so that your meal is going to last you several hours. So you can go 3, 4, 5 hours without thinking about food again or feeling hungry. So for our fiber components, we've got some chia seeds here.
Well, that's like maybe a tablespoon.
It's
teaspoon.
just a tablespoon.
Tablespoon.
Yeah. It doesn't take a lot because they're so packed with fiber. And then this is just ground flaxseed. Now, seeds are really great because they are high in protein and fiber, so they're doing double duty here. And I like to just mix them in to the bowl.
And there's not much flavor in those two ingredients, right?
No, there's really not. You're just getting all of that really filling, satiating, and good nutrition.
And the chia seeds, they kind of change, right?
Yeah, they swell a little bit, and they'll soak up some of the liquid, so it'll help it be really thick, which makes it a really portable breakfast.
That already looks so good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have some apples, a fruit.
Yes, so then there's toppings, and this is when you can have all the fun that you want, because you can it's just endlessly customizable. So here I have some examples of other, but I'm going to show you my favorite, which is apple and walnut. So I've just diced up some apple, and really this is all the prep that's involved, right? It's just cutting up your favorite fruit.
I will say with walnuts, I'm not the biggest fan, but when you put it in yogurt, it just changes the flavor, and it actually is really good.
It is. Yeah, and these walnuts, you can toast them if you want to. It'll bring out the flavor, but at home I just keep it really simple.
Look how hearty that bowl is.
Yeah.
All right, just a few more seconds left.
Yeah, so then I just finish it with a little bit of cinnamon, just because I love that apple cinnamon walnut flavor. And then if I've used a plain yogurt, then I will drizzle a little bit of honey on top. If the yogurt's already sweetened, you really don't need the honey.
And look at that. There is your meal for the morning, and you're good to go for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's
Could
it.
you make this ahead of time?
Yeah, you could. You would just want to keep the toppings on
toppings.
top so that they don't get soggy, because I'm a texture girl. I love the
Oh
texture.
my gosh, you have a deal also going on for people who might need some meal planning, right? And some nutrition advice. Where can they find you?
Yeah, I have a better breakfast workshop on my website, and it comes with 19 protein and fiber packed breakfast recipes, as well as a whole workshop on how to build a better breakfast so that you feel great.
Thank you for doing that. 15% off right now, therealfoodnutritionist.com. Thanks for being in the kitchen today and starting our morning off right.
Thank you.
All right, coming up.